Tonight in The Price of Freedom, we have the story of a World War II veteran who spent some of the major battles in the Pacific in the engine room on the USS Saratoga. Sam Stansell was in the Battle of Guadalcanal, the Solomons, the Gilberts and Marshalls, and the Battle of Iwo Jima.
The war broke out in December, and I joined the Navy in August.
Sam Stansell was born on Signal Mountain, went to Red Bank High School, and was 17 when the war started.
Well, my country was being attacked. I just want to defend my country.
He went from Chattanooga to California and then to Pearl Harbor. He arrived 10 months after the attack.
We went through that harbor, and you see ships sticking out, the bow was sticking out of the water, and the side over on the side. We saw all the damage.
It was October 1942.
It's scary. I just a kid. I thought in my mind, what have you done?
He was assigned to the USS Saratoga, and he spent 1942 through 1945 on that ship in the Pacific Ocean. I know you were at Iwo Jima.
Oh, yeah, that's a battle I'll never forget.
Their job was to go and bomb the beaches to push the Japanese soldiers back so the Marines could make their landing at Iwo Jima. After the beach landing, the job of the Saratoga was to stay in support of the battle. A couple of days into that mission, they got the alert to man their battle stations.
First you hear the 5-inch guns go off, then you hear the 3-inch guns go off, then you hear the 40 millimeters. By the time the 20 millimeter went off, those planes were right there on you, and they would dive into the ship.
The Saratoga was hit 8 times, some hits from bombs, others from planes. After 5 hours of fighting, more than 300 members of the crew had either been killed or wounded, and the Saratoga was severely damaged. The ship had to go back to San Francisco for repairs, and that was the last major battle for Sam Stansell. He got out of the Navy after the war. He came home, and one day he walked into a drugstore in downtown Chattanooga, and he met a young lady working behind the counter.
I went in there one day and ordered me a ham sandwich and a milkshake. She made it for me and brought it to me, and we got talking. Then we had 2 or 3 dates and got together. We fell in love, I guess, and got married.
Mr. Stansell was called back into service for the Korean War. He was sent to Virginia. He stayed there for the entire war. His wife passed away a couple of years ago, but they were married for 72 years.
The